Hi, it's Sarah, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit about how preparing a food in a different way can create a totally different experience for you or the child eating that food. So the way we prepare foods can change their flavor, yes, of course, but also can change their texture, their color, maybe their temperature. And all of these different changes impact the experience of the eater. So let's talk about one specific example. Think about a raw cucumber versus a pickled cucumber. Very different, right? So the raw cucumber is going to have that rich, bright green color, whereas the pickled cucumber is going to be maybe more of an olive green. As far as texture goes, the raw cucumber is going to be a crisp and a little bit more crunchy and snappy, whereas the pickled cucumber might still have some crunch to it, but it's also gonna have all of that brine going through there, and it might also have a little bit more of a chewiness to it. And then when it comes to flavor, the raw cucumber is going to be very mild and subtle and have kind of that classic cucumber flavor, whereas the pickle is going to be salty and briny, and it may also have some other flavors going on too, depending on what that cucumber has been pickled with. So maybe things like dill or garlic or hot peppers. So that's just one example, and it's actually a personal example for me as a child. When I was young, I really enjoyed pickles. They were one of my favorite foods, and honestly, they still are. But cucumbers, I wasn't really a big fan of, and they took a lot more practice for me before I learned to really enjoy them. So that's just one example, but you can imagine how this can apply to any food. So this is something to think about when you're introducing foods to children and thinking about their experience as a new eater, learning about all these different flavors. And you can consider how preparing the same food in a different way could really impact their experience. So whether it's raw or steamed or boiled or stir-fried or roasted or baked or pickled or any other sort of preparation, that final result is going to be different. And so as you prepare food in different ways, you can learn some information from your child and what they really enjoy and what maybe they still need practice with. So if one preparation they're really into, that can let you know that one, that's a good way to introduce that food to them because they may be able to get lots of practice pretty easily, but it also lets you know that other preparations are things that they may need a little bit more work on before they can really learn to enjoy those as well.